Alrighty, so let's review this Euro USD real quick. First things first, I'm going to navigate over to the free Discord chat where I first called out this morning. If any of you guys want to join that free Discord chat, there'll be a link to the chat in the video description. Alright, so right here, you can see this morning, I said Euro USD still bearish on this. Once we trade up, test once we trade up, test that 4-hour higher time frame bearish OB, we could get a nice play. See what I was referring to right there? That's your bearish OB. Those up close candles. All right, and then you can see right here, this is the actual setup. So you can see that 4-hour bearish order block that I posted beforehand. We did have a nice reaction off of that, and then boom, you get a nice displacement, right? And then you can see I indicated that I think it's going to retrace back up within that range into a premium marketplace, test that 80 institutional price level, and then sell off. And that is exactly what happened. Okay. So now let's break it down but from like start to finish from the daily chart, and let's work our way down. Because I had an individual on Twitter. He actually asked me, Mike, why did you choose this one over GBP USD? Well, if you've studied my videos, you know exactly why I chose this one if you've looked at it extensively. So first things first, what's the market structure on this? It's bearish, right? It's 100% bearish. Okay, so it's 100% bearish and it's 100% confirmed. Therefore, I only want to be looking for sells on Euro USD. Okay, I want to be trading with the overall tide, the overall trend for this particular strategy. So that's all I needed to do on the daily chart. I'm trading with the trend that's confirmed. Boom. So now we go to the 4-hour chart, and this is where we actually had our higher time frame level. So this is your order block right here. These series of up close candles prior to that move lower. So that's your bullish order block. And also it's worth noting, what do you have in here with that order block? You have a fair value gap. And as I've told you guys before, whenever you have a order block like that nested inside of a fair value gap, you're talking about a very sensitive price point. You're talking about a very, very powerful, sensitive price point. So that was our higher time frame level. And then you can see this morning we came up. What did we do? We ended up attacking liquidity. Hive day, which is London session highs. We attacked that buy side liquidity. We came up, we tested that level. Boom, you get a nice displacement to the downside, right? Fair value gap confirmation, right? Like, this is no dilly-dally move. This is, I mean, that's a big footprint. That is a huge footprint. There's no mistake in that shift in market structure. Okay, I mean, that is a clear representation of a high probability shift in market structure. Everything checked off the list. I mean, that strong close, the fair value gap off a higher time frame level. It's one of those setups that, as I've said before, it's one of those setups that just jumps off the chart at you. There's no thinking really when you see something like that, if you know what I mean. There's like no thinking, because it just cracks, it checks everything off the list. It just like, it's because you'll have setups where you'll sit there, you'll scratch your head like, I don't know if I should hit this. Should I hit it? Should I not? Those are setups that you shouldn't hit, obviously. And these are setups, the setups like this that just jump off the chart at you and they basically say, trade me. Those are the setups that you wait for. Those are the setups that pay. So as I indicated in the chat, I wanted to see it trade up higher. Okay, why did I want to see it trade up higher? Well, we don't want to be selling something as it's just selling off into a discount marketplace. We want to sell something whenever it's expensive. So what do we wait on? We wait on a premium marketplace. See this? So you can see price on this spike right here, it spiked up into a premium marketplace and tested that 80 institutional price level in a premium marketplace, okay, inside of our fair value gap imbalance. And we also had a bearish order block right here as well. See these up close candles? See that? That's all one order block. And also note that it's nested in that fair value gap, just like this one was up here, because remember, price is fractal. It's basically the same. If you really analyze it, it's basically the same exact pattern as up here. It's just on a 15-minute. Okay, so we have that. We have several levels of resistance. We have the order block. We have the 80 institutional price level. It's traded up into a premium, big displacement. Boom, 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 boom. My stop on this was Hive day. And as for a profit target, I did something a little bit different, okay, than usual. So because if I was to target low of day, it wouldn't even be 1-to-1 risk reward, which that's no bueno. We went at least bare minimum 1-to-1. Okay, I don't go lower than 1-to-1. So what I observed, what I saw was, where was this low at? Well, that low is at 1.06582. 1.06582. Like, using some common sense, that is a very, very random price point. And this thing is very, very weak, showing no signs of strength. So what are the odds that it's going to find what are the odds that it's just going to come down, sweep that liquidity, and then that's going to be the bottom and it's going to rip up higher? It could. I mean, it's trading, anything can happen. But what is the likelihood of that that's going to happen? Not likely. The major market reversal points happen around major significant levels, like institutional price levels, for example. Institutional price levels are 00, 20, 50, 80. Just like we had 80 right here as an institutional price level, this low was 58. That is very random. Okay, so my profit target was actually the 50 institutional price level. Okay, because that gave me the risk reward I wanted on it as well. Okay, so that's what I was shooting for, was 50, because I still like to play overall. And we got it. It gave a nice move, and yeah, that was the play.